This episode of Help I Sexted My Boss is sponsored by Kleenex.
Is it?
Oh, Jordan, that's disgusting!
Oh, sorry. Oh, is it snotty? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm full of cold.
Yeah, I can see.
I am full of cold. Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern day life from our brand new spanking great studio, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to everyday dilemmas, like should I recite poetry on a first date? Not in Burnley. And how do I tell a colleague that their tuna salad lunches make me want to hurl?
Throw up.
Get you with the lingo.
Don't sound so surprised.
What should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not your usual agony ants, are we, William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert?
No, we're not Jordan North, radio presenter. I'm more Chanel number 5. You're more Channel 5. And that's from Benjamin Gott. Thank you.
Hey, I love a good Channel 5
yes.
documentary.
There was a very good Keeping Up Appearances documentary on recently.
You were on it, weren't you?
Yes.
They did a really good Ant and Dec one, a really good Adele one. They're all unofficial, like.
Yeah. Do you think they'll do one with you? For you?
Probably not, no.
No?
No. And don't get me started on bargain loving Brits in the Sun and all that.
Oh, why?
You'd love that. Has Jonathan started watching it?
Probably,
yeah.
yes.
I absolutely...
Oh, God.
I can't do an impression. I can't do my Jonathan impression today. Too full of cold.
Oh, dear. Bless you. Shall we have a drink?
Yes.
We got new gin.
Oh, wow.
This is Henley gin.
Oh, Henley. Lovely part of the world.
Yes. Very nice.
I've never been to Henley.
Yes, in fact, I'm going to a wedding in Henley in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, my cousin's.
Oh, you have a cousin in Henley?
No, my cousin's. Thank you. My cousin's fiance's family live near there.
Do you want to spill any more? Do we have a cloth, please? I'll use my tissue.
Oh no! But please say it's a new tissue.
I'll use a new,
okay, fine.
Say tissue.
Tissue.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Don't patronise me. That's my job.
It's tissue. Bless you.
Thank you. Well, I would like to toast everyone who joined us on our live stream yesterday for our 5th birthday.
Yes. Oh.
If you joined us on TikTok or YouTube, thank you.
We won't talk about that today because
it hasn't happened.
I was going to be...
Oh, sorry.
Well, we won't talk about that today because we're going to put it out as an episode next week.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks to everyone that joined us. Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday to us and to everyone that joined us.
Thank you to Henley Gin for... Oh, it's got a kick. Thank you to Henley Gin for sending out some gin.
Yes, from Henley.
Lovely part of the world.
Yes, indeed. I'm told. Have you gone punting?
I beg your pardon?
Punting.
What's punting?
Oh no, do you do that in Henley or is that elsewhere? I think you can punt in Henley.
I think that's Venice, isn't it?
Well, it is Venice, but also Cambridge. That's the one I was thinking of. Are you going to blow your nose throughout this entire episode?
Oh, God. No, sorry. Can I just say again?
Yes.
And I'm not going to mention it again, but I just want to get it out of the way. 2nd week now. Come here. Look forward to the brownies all week. It's been good all week. I could have had a Kinder Bueno last night, and I thought, no, I could have a Kinder Bueno with my brew, but I thought, no, I'll wait for my brownie tomorrow. Sold out again.
So stand by, everybody.
Fuming I was. Livid.
Oh, look, you're tucking your tissue up your sleeve like a grandmother.
Little nana.
Bless you.
As always, if you need our help with something, then we would love it if you got in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sextedmyboss.com, or you can tweet us or send us a message on Instagram @sextedmyboss, or you can write to William, who promises a handwritten reply on his own letterhead of paper. The address for that is on the website sextedmyboss.com.
Shall we talk about your top?
What?
And I mean...
What?
Jordan is wearing... So I was just thinking of jokes. Jordan is wearing a grey, what would be called sweatshirt, and it's got in yellow writing with a blue outline, Michigan. And then it says the University of Michigan, 1817. That's just after 6 o'clock in the evening. That one's for Luke, don't worry. And you didn't go anywhere, you've never gone anywhere near Michigan, yet alone the University of.
It's from Champion, which is a great make, who also...
All right, are you being sponsored?
Who also invented the hoodie, by the way.
Champion invented the hoodie?
Invented the hoodie. There you go. That's a little fun fact for you.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just trying to venture out and maybe dress a bit cooler.
Well, let me know when you start.
Because, you know what I'm like? I'm usually a half-zip shacket kind of guy.
You are not a half-zip person. I'm a half-zip person. You have started wearing half-zips.
And I just think I need to start dressing a bit more Radio 1. Is this pathetic?
I don't think Radio 1 is University of Michigan, though.
No, it's cool. Ben, you'd wear this, wouldn't you? See, Ben's a cool guy.
Yeah, but he's more Radio 6 music.
But yeah, what's wrong with it? It's cool.
No, it's fine. I think it's false advertising.
Why?
Like, I have one that says Georgetown, which is the University in Washington, D.C., because I'm a visiting lecturer at Georgetown in Doha.
Oh, God.
So that's fine.
Right, fine. I'll get a Sunderland Uni one then.
Yes, that would be fine.
Still got the Spark FM one.
Exactly. That's what you should be wearing. You have not yet... You haven't even been to Michigan.
So, I'm going to Chicago soon.
Well, that's Lake Michigan. It's in Illinois.
I know what I'm going to wear for that.
Are you? What are you going to wear?
I'm going to root my knees up with my stockings down. And all that jazz. That's what I'm going to do.
Julian Clary in his show did a parody of that song at the end, which was called All That Jizz.
Did he really?
Yes.
Do you remember when we went to see him? It was fantastic.
He did it then.
Did he?
Yes, It was then. Yeah, we did go. That was that day. We've talked about this years ago on the podcast where I phoned you up and said, no, actually, Julian Clary tomorrow night.
You've done that a few times.
It's tonight.
Yeah.
I got the date wrong.
And I felt bad for my housemate, Joe.
Yes.
Who's no longer with us.
Yes, Skylight News, Joe.
Yeah. I mean, I don't live with him anymore. And
is he still alive?
Because I said, yeah, we'll just have a lads' night in, beer and pizza. He didn't drink and he didn't like pizza, but anyway.
And you're not a lad, but other than that,
yeah, fair one. Also, if Ben's laughs sound in the distance today, it's because we don't want him near us. No, we're in a brand new studio.
Well, it's the same room.
We've had the studio done up, haven't we?
We've had a fresh lick.
Yes, we have, and it looks pretty cool. So do check it out on social media. You're probably not bothered, or on YouTube, and you can see our new studio. But
yes,
yeah,
you would
great.
have seen it on the live stream yesterday.
I want that wood panelling. That's very...
Well, it's stuck to the wall, so you can't take that home.
All we need now is just a big live, laugh, love sign there. Oh, did I ever go through all my mum's when I was in Spain recently? That reminds me.
Does she have live, laugh, love?
She got them all. I took a picture of them.
As long as she doesn't have de fruta de lamentia or whatever you've got on your ankle.
This de fruta deliantima.
What's on your ankle?
Oh, you've thrown me now. What is it?
Disfruto
el momento. Live, laugh. No, which is right.
Which is like laughter is amazing or something.
Here's all my mum's sign. So make a house a home. Hope, love, faith.
Right.
Mum, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and loved more than you know. She's just got all these little signs popped around her house.
Okay.
Our happy place.
Uh-oh.
That's quite sweet.
God.
Love, just a sign saying love. Love the life you live.
Right.
Yeah, all these.
It's got more signs than the tube.
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, please be as sweet and wipe the seat.
Hate that.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. There's some more here. Sometimes spending time with your friends is all you need. A dog wags its tail with its heart.
Wow.
Happiness is time spent with friends. These are all signs around the house. Kitchen rules. If you take it out, put it away. If you use it, wash it. If you turn it on, turn it off. If you spill it, wipe it. If you make a mess, tidy up. Birthdays, and that's everybody's birthdays on them.
Hang on, show me that one. How does that work? Oh, so hang on. So it's, and then, okay, so underneath it's got the 12 months.
They're all wrong. They're all wrong.
Oh.
Anyway.
Is your birthday in February?
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway.
Well, how lovely. Well, it's nice to decorate your home with something. Meanwhile, my parents, in the ongoing renovation of this house, which is, I keep calling Sagrada Familia, it's a hilarious middle-class joke, because it's taking so long.
Stop pretending you don't get it. Depends what I don't know. What are you on about? You've just been to South Africa tasting wine for a week. Don't tell me you're not middle class.
Anyway, they've put a new front door in, and the new front door has to change because my mother thinks it's common.
Is it plastic?
No, it's wood.
PVC?
No, please. No, it's wood, but she just thinks that how the little sort of glass at the top, it still looks common, so they're having a completely new door.
Has she had her back doors done?
They're glass.
Okay.
Crittle, if you want to know. If you're into your dolls.
Brittle.
Crittle.
Not like a son.
What?
Nothing.
Bristol. I think that normally with a joke, there's got to be a punchline.
Anyway, so they're having the house renovated.
Yes, with
They should be filming that.
door number 3. They should be filming that. Yes.
I can just imagine her sitting on a chair that's that's still in the plastic.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a little makeshift coffee table out of an MDF box
Yes.
with champagne on.
Yeah, you're not far off.
Yeah. What have I told you, builders, to take your shoes off when you're in my house, darlings? I've just had the carpet done. Brian, come and speak to this man. He has a Bristolian accent and I can't understand him, darlings.
Mike is actually doing the renovation for them.
Is he?
Yeah, overseeing it as a
Oh,
builder.
of course
Yeah.
he is, yeah. Sarah, where do you want this new settee? It's a sofa, Mikey. We have told you this before, darling. We don't call it settee in this house. All right, bloody hell. Sorry I spoke.
Finished?
Yeah. Anything else going on in your world?
Well, I'm sure there's lots going on in my world, but let's talk about the giggler in the corner, who I'm sure G&Divas will have noticed.
The giggler in the corner.
On social media during his time away in South Africa, posted what I believe in vernacular is called a thirst trap.
In case you didn't see, this was
Describe it.
a picture that producer Ben's girlfriend took.
Yes,
Kat.
and then Ben reshared it on his own account.
He was in bed and Kat was in bed and...
I assume was in bed.
Yeah, Kat was in bed.
Oh, it was on a sofa?
She was in the bath.
Oh,
She was in a bath?
Kat was in the bath and Ben was having a shower, which was outside. It was
Yes.
an outside shower.
Yeah.
And Ben was
Naked.
bollico
And it was only the positioning of a beam in the door
that covered it up.
that went down the middle, and Ben's little face sort of was poking around the beam. Thankfully, nothing else poked around
and
the beam.
we believe a lot of G&Divas have been messaging about this first trap.
Yes.
Yeah. It's lucky he's hung like a hamster.
Not that you could see in the photograph.
Not that you could see, but yeah.
I want to know, what is the etiquette of posting a thirst trap when you are already in a relationship?
Didn't he do one in a paddling pool a couple of years ago
Yes,
as well?
during lockdown, when he still lived in Manchester. I remember it well.
Did you live in Manchester in lockdown?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I know.
Were you not with... You
Yeah, he was
Kat
with
weren't
Kat.
living together then? No.
But yes, why?
Oh, yeah.
Why? I mean, it's fine for Kat to take that photograph, whatever she needs. It's fine.
She shared it.
Did she ask you?
No, she won't ask him.
No, probably not.
How dare you question what I share?
They're all out today.
How dare you? I share what I like and I like what I share.
She's not a sign on your mum's.
Do you think you would have shared that photo to your story had you not stripped naked and gyrated against me on tour last year?
What?
Because I think now that you've owned your body. You're like Lizzo. You've owned your body. It's your body. It's your choice.
I'm like Lizzo.
And G&Divas that came to our tour saw you strip. Oh, we're off again.
Sorry, carry on.
And now
Yours
do you feel more...
and Ben's podcast, I'll just say.
That's our backup plan.
Crack on.
Do you feel more empowered?
Yes.
Yes. There we go. You see, I was right.
Great. Also, whilst you're here, why didn't we cut out that bit from the other week when we're talking about the time we fell out and didn't record an episode?
Because you said to keep it in.
I thought we were going to cut that bit. Now everyone knows we fell out last April.
But it's funny.
Well,
But we're friends now.
yeah, we're friends
Almost
now.
a year on.
Yeah, just about.
Sure, we're probably... Do you think we'll have an argument this year?
Probably.
Yeah.
One's brewing, let's face it.
What do you mean one's brewing? Where's that come from? Look at me. Where's that come
I
from?
was just joking.
How's your week been, by the way?
Yeah, good.
All right, should we go on to the listeners' problems?
At the time of recording, I'm going to watch Self-Esteem tonight.
Self-esteem.
Lean back, be strong, never think you'd live this long.
And what's self-esteem?
She's
she?
Yeah, she's brilliant. She's a singer that I'm really into.
Why is she not called, like Julie?
Well, name's Rebecca, but Self-Esteem's better, isn't it?
Well, I think Rebecca's
It's like
fine.
my real name.
Imagine going to the bank. Hello, self-esteem.
Yeah, that's not a real name.
Well,
By the
no-
way, Jordan North is my real name. I'm joking.
Yeah, not a stage name.
Not a stage name. And then next week,
Yeah.
so excited.
Yeah.
Rick's coming down.
Okay.
Best friend Rick.
Yes.
We're going to watch the Cortinas in London.
The Cortinas.
Yeah. Now, me and
Is that
Rick...
a type of car?
No, they're a band. Right, don't get me started, but up north,
Yeah.
everyone loves the Cortinas.
Yes.
And down south, they're still big, but they're not as big. Up north, everyone loves them.
So they're doing like a small intimate gig?
No,
down south?
they're selling out. I think it's at the Apollo. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a big venue. And they don't get much radio play. Not 19 Forever used to get loads of play, but their albums, I love. I think they're great. So Rick got me into them when I was about 17, 18. I used to do an indie night in Preston called Not 19 Forever, which is one of their songs. So we used to go to roll.
You could call it Not 25 Forever now.
Not 33 Forever. So we used to go. We used to go to Row Parole on a Friday. We'd always.
I'm not. Yeah, but it's interesting. Jordan's talking about the North now, and your voice, your diction is getting sloppier.
No, it's
because
not.
you're thinking about the North.
So every Friday in Preston, we used to go Row Parole.
Row Parole.
Yeah, and I'd wear the same green Fred Perry polo shirt
With the top button done up.
Yeah, with the top button done up. That
Nice.
I spent a fortune on. I'd wear that, some black skinny jeans and some Converse. I wore it every Friday, and we used to go, and they always played Cortinas.
And was this when your hair was all over your face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, I put on my own indie night called Not 19 Forever. There was a bit of hit and miss, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, we're going to
Oh,
watch
really?
Cortinas. And might be meeting Liam afterwards.
Who's Liam? Is that another friend?
No, he's the lead singer.
Oh, right.
Liam Frey.
Liam Frey.
So I
Liam Frey.
DM'd him and he DM'd me back. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, you
They say-
slid into each other's DMs.
They say never meet your idols, because do you remember Alex Turner was in work the other week? That was about 2 months ago, actually.
Right, and he is from...
Jesus Christ, it's like doing a podcast with me pissing Nan sometimes.
Excuse me, says the person who's tucked the tissue up their sleeve.
Alex Turner is from Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, right.
And he was in the studio across from me at work being interviewed by Jack Saunders.
Mm-hmm.
So Vic was like, go and say hi. And I was like, yeah, no, I can't. Go and say hi. So I plucked up the courage. I went out and he just walked past me and went to the lift. So I never got a chance to meet him. But I was too nervous to say anything, so yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Also, I can make Yorkshire puddings now.
You can make Yorkshire puddings!
I, Jordan Levi North, am officially a proper Northerner. I think I've nailed it. I've just got one. So I did them last week, spot on. I've just got to do them again, because apparently you only know you can do it if you can do them twice. In a row.
Yes, yeah.
So it might
Could
have
be
been
a fluke.
Could be a fluke, yeah.
And what did you do differently this time?
I only put half the amount of batter in the whole thing.
Right.
I can't believe people are still listening to this. I actually can't.
Okay.
If this is the best we can come up with.
What oil or fat did you use?
I used sunflower oil.
Okay.
I didn't use your goose dripping or whatever.
Beef dripping.
Beef dripping.
I promise you they'll taste better with beef dripping.
Yeah, but
Sorry
calories.
to the vegans. Or vegetarians. Beef dripping.
Yeah. And then I had some batter left over the next day, and I had told it,
Good. That's nice.
yeah.
I think we're actually doing that tonight, actually.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, we are, George. Yeah, we're having told it. It's my favourite position.
Shut up. Before we go on to your jolly joke of the week, we need to bring a significant potato peeler update and a little announcement off the back of this. So a significant Wendy potato peeler update. G&Divas, we have loved all of your attempts, most of them successful, to get the potato peeler read out on various radio stations.
We do think now that we may have slightly crossed the line, and
Well, not across the line. I just feel it maybe is time to bring things to a close.
and we're also, real talk, pissing a lot of people off within the industry, so...
And I also feel, aside from the coronation,
You guys are amazing. You really are.
that we've peaked with this one on Radio 2. Now, I've previously said on this podcast that we knew that various people have been trying to get Scott Mills, your former colleague on Radio 1.
And probably the best broadcaster on the airways at the moment.
Yeah, to do the potato peeler. And because his producer Ben, not our producer Ben, his producer Ben is a G&Diva, they were being stopped and filtered out of Scott's text system. However, Scott's producer Ben took his eye off the ball, and this is what happened.
We wouldn't normally do these, but we are public service, but let's not make a habit of it. We've got Robbie in Glasgow says, music sounding amazing as always on Radio 2 this afternoon. Can you please ask Wendy next door if I can borrow her potato peeler? She's not replying to my text, but I know she always listens. Wendy, text Robbie back.
Amazing. But I agree now. Let's...
Well, and then off the back of this, obviously he played some song there. I believe that was Jax Jones and Whistle. Off the back of that...
Are they playing that on Radio 2? Fair play.
Yeah, oh yeah, Radio 2. Like, Radio, you're going to... I don't know what you're going to be playing, because Radio 2 are playing what you used to play.
Oh, you're such a...
Anyway.
I'm not getting involved in it. I'm not.
Anyway, Scott obviously realised what had happened. His producer, Ben, got quite cross that Scott had not clocked this, and this is what happened.
Ben, the producer's absolutely fuming right now because he couldn't stop me in time. He's been trying for months to... well, he normally would get there before I did read it out, but he didn't on this occasion. I just read out a message from Robbie there to Wendy about the potato peeler, and it's a thing on the Helpline My Boss podcast with Jordan North and William Hanson. So, really sorry, Ben. Literally, people have been sending it for months, and I finally did it. So, Jordan, William, you can have that one.
Making my way downtown. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's amazing. Bless him. I'm going to text him. We're long overdue a drink. Have you ever had a drink? So Scott's like my broadcasting idol. I'm making no secrets, and he's a good friend now. But you've got to go for a drink with him. He's the best.
Well, I look forward to it. I once went for a drink with Ken Bruce. Do you know this? Yes.
Oh, did you?
Much miss Ken Bruce.
Did you actually?
Listen to him on Greatest Hits Radio in a couple of weeks.
Shut up. No, Scott. And by the way, Scott sounds great at the moment.
Scott's sounding very good, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy he's on over there.
Particularly when he's not talking about potato peelers.
Yeah. When did you go for a pint with Ken Bruce?
Pre-COVID, so it was a long time ago.
Well, William, would you want a Guinness or a lager? Maybe you want to do pop quiz.
Pop quiz? You mean Popmaster?
Popmaster. Yeah. I can't do impressions.
Keep working on that.
Yeah. Have you heard Thingy's impression of Ken Bruce? Did a
Rob Brydon.
Did a full show as him, didn't he?
It's amazing. It's amazing. Right, let's go for your jolly joke of the week, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, you're going to your phone, not to the joke book.
I don't know if I've done this one before.
Probably.
Okay.
If you like a chap who's cheeky and northern, you're in for a treat with our Jordan. And if a giggle is what you seek, you're sure to love Jordan's jolly joke of the week. Cha-cha-cha.
So I was working away in Leeds last week, weren't I?
Yes.
Yeah.
For Comic Relief.
For Comic Relief. And I needed to get some stuff for some DIY for the house. So I got lost and I was looking for a B&Q. And I'll tell you the punchline after the break. Okay, Gene Divas, thanks for sticking with us. So I was up in Leeds last week, working away. I needed to get some DIY stuff. And I got lost and I couldn't find the store. So I said to this fella, I pulled up, I said, "Excuse me, pal, have you got a B&Q in Leeds?" He says, "No, it's Leeds." I think I might have done that.
I think you've done that, or
I'll tell you what, though,
thereof.
I think someone working on this podcast is possessed by an owl.
Possessed by an owl. Twitch-woo.
No, I think someone on this podcast is possessed by an owl.
Okay, what's the punchline? Possessed by an owl.
I think someone working on this podcast is possessed by an owl.
Ben, do you get this? Which twit? No. Twoo. Who? Who? It's all gone a bit Noel Fielding.
Why don't I just go to my book?
What? Sorry, what? No, but what? Who?
You have to go, who? And you go,
who? Who? Right. Okay. Jesus. Don't think Comic Relief probably not asking.
Right,
you
we'll
that
go
for
to
next
the
year.
joke book. I named my horse Mayo. Mayonnaise. Right, wait, okay. Oh, it's a good one. A local barber in my neighbourhood was arrested for selling drugs. Unbelievable. I'd been his customer for years and no idea he was a barber. We'll get there.
It's nothing.
That's a good one.
Good, lovely. Well, look, G&D, do you want to stop coughing?
Sorry.
G&D,
Sorry, Gene Davis, we got there.
G&D, are you always finding yourself impatiently waiting for the ads to finish to get to the classic Sexted content you yearn for? Well, why don't you subscribe on Apple Music or on Acast so you can listen to us without the ads? You can head to sextedmyboss.com/extra if you wish to do that.
Shall we go on to listeners' problems?
Let's do that. This first one is from Anonymous. Hi. Straight to the point. I have a problem with my father-in-law. He's got a very wandering eye, mainly at my chest. He hardly makes eye contact with me when we're in the same room, as he is constantly trying to look down my top. The worst example of this behaviour was at our wedding, where I had other guests mentioning that he wasn't paying proper attention. It is loathsome and embarrassing. I have spoken to my husband about it, but he doesn't appear to have mentioned it to him, or he's just ignored him. I'm used to the attention to the girls, as they are quite ample, but I'm also a strong northern lass, and I'm more than capable of putting people in their place. But is it appropriate to tell my father-in-law to fuck off? I also feel that I shouldn't be put in this position in the first place. In your opinion, do you think I would be out of line if I were to bring it up and tell him that in no uncertain terms, should it happen again, he is likely to get a slap across the face?
Yeah, I think you should.
Well,
I think you've tried every other avenue and option.
yes.
And yeah.
I don't know if she has though. I wouldn't go.
She's told her husband. I think she just needs to say, "Can you?"
Yes, it's a shame your husband isn't doing something about it. His father. I wouldn't slap him. I'm not going to condone violence.
No, I don't know if. Do you think he knows he's doing it?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, I'm not sticking.
I would just go, excuse me, my eyes are up here, please.
Yeah, it's got to be a comment like that, or one little. Can you stop looking at my breasts, please? It's getting rather embarrassing now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. At the end of the day, he is in effect now your family. He's always going to be family if you remain married. So I would not worry about it. He is in the wrong, not you. So don't feel bad about correcting him. Is my answer on that.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. That's great advice.
Oh, whipping through these.
I know.
This is from Amy. Dear William, Jordan and EPB, my question is a simple one. I've recently spent a week with a few colleagues. We stayed in a very nice hotel where every meal was 3 courses. I was always told as a child when I finished my meal that I should put my knife and fork together. At the end of the courses, I would look around and see that 3 or more people didn't put their knives and forks together. Instead, they had them at the 3 and 9 o'clock positions. I have never doubted what the correct way is until now. If it was only one person doing this, I wouldn't question it, but having seen a few people doing it, I just don't know anymore. So, what is the proper way to put your cutlery down after you finish a meal? Thank you for keeping me entertained. Yours sincerely, a loyal G&Diva, Amy. Well, over to everyone's favourite etiquette expert, Jordan North.
So if they're at 3 and 9 o'clock, it means you're just having a little rest.
Yes.
You're talking and you're not finished, but you're just having a rest.
Well, I'd call it 3:40 would be, if you imagine the plate as a
If
clock.
they're together, yeah, that means you're finished.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
This is what in etiquette land is called the silent service code. And this... Trust me, etiquette land is great. And yes.
Sounds like something Dolly Parton would do or something. Have you been to Dollyland?
Dollywood.
Dollywood, you'd love that.
Yeah, I probably would.
Wouldn't you?
Yes.
Kind of, or being a etiquette expert, letting your hair down. I can imagine with a big pink dolly cowboy hat on. You and Mikey.
That's just Blackpool.
With your boots on, big kick shitters on. What are they called? Shit kickers.
Anyway, Amy, yes, you are correct. When your cutlery goes together, and in Britain it would be at a 6:30 position, if you imagine the plate as a clock face. Other countries, it's at a slight angle, like sort of 5:25, 4:20. But it doesn't really matter about the angle, as long as they go together. That's the key. Together is an indication to the staff that you are finished. You are correct. Don't worry about your colleagues. They are wrong. Keep doing what you have always thought is right.
Yeah. I've always been...
Is that still the etiquette in Burnley?
Yes. Unless
Yes.
you're having like McDonald's or Chippy Tea.
Well, you don't get cutlery from McDonald's, do you?
No, you just eat it with your hands.
Nice.
Would you eat a pizza with a knife and fork?
Depends on the type of pizza.
Domino's, you wouldn't.
No, definitely not. You know, I said to Mikey a few weeks ago, I said, should we have a Domino's tonight? Let's be outrageous. And
Piss off, you have one every week.
we do not.
You bloody...
Not a Domino's.
I've seen you inhale a Domino's on tour.
Right.
2 Domino's
That's
in
the
one
point.
day.
And he went, no, because I'll feel like we're on tour. We only have them on tour.
Oh, okay.
So we have to go on tour. And now we go to Anonymous. Dear William, Jordan and EPB, I love listening to your podcast whilst driving for work. And after, after hearing the iglooing story, I had to email you. I apologise in advance for this.
I'm still asked about that at least once a
Really?
week. Yeah.
By your mother.
No. God, no. What are you trying to say?
When I was at university, there was a story going around about a group of lads who were sharing a house. One drunken night, they were chatting shit, and one of them set a challenge. He bet that he could hide one of his shit somewhere in the house, and the other housemates wouldn't be able to find it. Gross, I know. Drunkenly, they accepted the challenge. The shitter did his business, and the others started their pooey hunt.
Lads are fucking weird, honestly.
They couldn't find it and
I've
went
played
to
a
bed.
similar game, I'm not even joking.
That's disgusting.
I'll explain after, but yeah.
They couldn't find it and went to bed. Once sober, they realised how disgusting this was and desperately tried to find it, but he wouldn't reveal the hiding place. This went on for a few days and they started to think he was full of shit and hadn't actually done it. About a week later, one of the lads was in the kitchen making toast. And he scrapes his knife through the butter to reveal a brown streak.
No, that's just disgusting. What? After this, can we have no more poo stuff, please?
Yeah, I think we've reached a limit on poo. The shitter had taken the butter out of the tub, melted it down, pooed in the butter tub. This is disgusting. Etc. What is it? So, William, what is the etiquette for hiding shit in the tub of butter?
Sorry,
Don't do it, you filthy, disgusting pervert. That's what I'm going to say about that. That is weird and sick.
I was just going to jump in and say I'm no etiquette expert here, but please don't be doing that.
I'm going to be really hard-lined going forward. No.
I don't want
That's not funny. You shouldn't do it. Disgusting human being.
Yeah, I agree. My mate once pooed in a takeaway thing and give it my mate as if it was his.
And also, it's a really good...
No more poo stuff.
It's a really good case for having a butter dish and not having a butter tub.
How do people's minds...
Take your butter out the packet, pop it on the dish.
I don't know if that's true because, like, no one in that house had used the butter until a week later.
Well, they might be on a diet.
No, you use butter every day, don't you?
Well, not necessarily.
Sometimes I just have a knife of butter.
Well, now who's weird?
I just think I really need some butter.
Your arteries are saying, oh, thank you.
Well, them and the fags, yeah.
We'll never do another 5 years.
No.
This one is from Matt. Dear Messrs. Hanson, North and PB.
Messrs. Matt's been listening.
Yes, well done. Which is plural for?
Misters.
Messieurs, but yes. Firstly, I became an avid fan of...
Oh, God. Are you pissed again? I love when you're pissed because you go, I've gone. You've only had one. Have you eaten today? There's a bear shit in the woods. Sorry, have you eaten today? No, I didn't mean like this is from someone who I love food. Like Ben's not bothered. He's like a snake. He'll eat once a month and not bothered. But you're on par with me as someone who loves the food.
I had 2 eggs on toast this morning.
Okay.
Firstly, I became an avid fan after discovering... I can't say discovering.
Are you okay?
Firstly, I became an avid fan after discovering you on TikTok and subsequently, or consequently really, subscribing to your podcast.
Thank you.
I am working my way through all the episodes to make sure that all references are fully understood. I believe it would be rude not to. Also, I massively suffer from FOMO. Please help. I live in a housing complex, in fairly close proximity to my neighbour. My neighbour has complained that he can see me walking about in my house in the nude. I do have my windows and blinds open as I'm a lover of fresh air and natural light.
Oh, very European.
What, to like air?
No, because I always open window in the morning. Apparently it's really European. I seen it on TikTok. Europeans like Germans and that
You open a window and suddenly you're removed for a croissant.
in Europe and stuff, because we used to do it when we lived in Germany. They open all the windows and they put like the sheets and the bedding on the balcony and stuff, so it's fresh for the day. Honestly,
I'm just picturing you, Wendy Graham, Ryan, Dominic, and Brad at the opening of Beauty and the Beast. Bonjour, 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 bonjour.
Bonjour.
Here comes the baker.
It sounded Jamaican. Anyway, yeah, but it's very European.
Is it?
First thing I do is I open my windows in the morning.
Staring the room.
Yeah, that's...
I don't think that's European.
It
That's
is.
just basic hygiene.
Oh, you should do it, shouldn't you? You let the fresh air in.
Yes.
Okay, carry on.
My neighbour has complained that he can see me walking about in my house in the nude. I have my windows and blinds open as I'm a lover of fresh air and natural light. I'm also comfortable in my own skin to walk in my own home, sometimes tan on the deck too, with nothing on. I'm a firm believer that I'm in the privacy of my own home and I'm not responsible for what people see should they choose to look through my windows or doors. My question is, what is the correct etiquette to politely tell this person to F off? Am I wrong? Should I apologise and close my windows and blinds? Should I wear more clothes? Best wishes from Durban, South Africa. Oh, did you visit? Matt. P.S. We don't get Debonnaire here. I feel left out.
See, it's a very European thing, like I said. Oh, South Africa's in Africa.
It's
isn't
not
it?
in Europe.
Yeah.
Do we need to do a geography lesson?
No, we don't. Matt, I'm going to say this here and be quite controversial, and many people will disagree, but I think if you're going to walk around Bollico, you need to close your curtains and your blinds.
Or you can get privacy screens.
What are privacy screens?
It's like a film you put on the window. You can see out, they can't see.
Oh, okay, get privacy screens.
Everyone's
but yeah,
happy.
I think if you live in a complex with loads of neighbours that can see you, I think it's only fair that you don't walk around naked because it can make people feel uncomfortable. And in the UK, you probably end up on a register. So that's my opinion. But this is someone that I don't like being naked anyway. Even when I'm straight out the shower, I'm like boxers on, dressing out. I don't like the thought of being naked.
Really?
I never walk around the house naked. Do you?
No, not really.
No, I bet Mikey does.
Not massively.
I bet he does.
Well, we've all seen what he gets.
Yeah,
actually.
I bet you and Kat walk around Ballico all the time. Oh, padded away.
You saw it.
Yeah. Nearly did.
But I don't. But call me old-fashioned. And I grew up in an house where everyone just walked around Ballico naked.
Wow.
We were getting Pilkey told me this recently.
Well, he sends you. Is it him or Rick?
Yeah, he
that
sends me. He says, I remember the time I come round to your house. We're all going to races. And he went. I went upstairs, and I think we talked about this before. He went, your dad went shower, Ryan were brushing his teeth, and Bradley were having a shit on toilet in the same bathroom. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Wow.
So everyone in my house did, apart from me and my mum, really.
It's like a nudist camp in your house.
Well, they were all in army. They just walk around with it out and stuff, don't they? Have you ever seen your mum and dad naked?
No. Well, I'm probably aged like 3.
Yeah.
But not that I can remember. Well, there we go. It all goes on.
Did you ever play cock or ball with your brother?
No, funnily enough.
Okay. Never did I.
Really? Can you remember
Ben, have we played cock or ball before? Or am I making that up?
No, we were going to do it. You wanted to, when we were having one of our tour production meetings.
That was it. One of the ideas for the live show was to have a game of cock or ball live on stage.
Yes. Thankfully, that never.
God. I was really adamant on that one, weren't I? No, the idea was...
Did that then morph into producer Ben stripping?
No, we were going to have a picture on the screen and it was super zoomed in and you had to guess if it was a cock or ball.
Yes, G&D was...
Get in touch, G&D, if you've ever played cock or ball before.
I'm sure people have.
Just you pull a bit out, you know, if you've got a hole in your pyjamas, you just go, babe, yeah, cock or ball.
That's disgusting. Matt, I hope we've helped. Thank you very much, G&Divas.
We digress. What are you doing after this?
Going to go to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because I eat too much.
I was going to see if you fancied a game of cock or ball. Always remember, G and Divas, you can listen every Tuesday and Friday. You can watch us on YouTube on Mondays and share us on your socials all week. You can send your tales of trepidation as well. Any advice that you need to help at sextedmyboss.com. Or you can tweet us or send us a message on Instagram at sextedmyboss. Or you can write to William Hanson here, who does promise a handwritten reply in his own letterhead paper, which will be 6 years from now. The address is on the website.
I'm up to date.
Sextedmyboss.com. I feel bad now. I just meant because you love your food just as much as me,
Yes.
and you get quite hungry.
Do I?
No, I do.
Yeah, don't judge me by your standards.
Shall we have a quick joke before we go?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Okay. Oh, that's quite fitting. What's Iron Man without his suit?
I don't know.
Stark naked. Oh, shit.
See you on Friday.